Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I contour and highlight. I mainly do my cheekbones, my jaw, and my nose. I don't typically contour or highlight any other part, maybe my cupid's bow, but that's about it. I use all drugstore products, all drugstore brushes, so it's really affordable, really easy. It's all powder, it's not cream this time, so even easier. Let me know if you guys have any questions. All products used will be in the description below as always. So let's get started. So I do not have anything on my face except for lipstick, lip gloss, foundation, concealer, and powder. This time I am not going to be doing the cream contour because my skin is dry right now, and I feel like when I do the cream contour it just messes up my foundation and it just looks really weird and gross. So I'm just going to be doing the powder contour and highlights. I'm using only 4 products and they're all from the drugstore. They are all under $5, so you can get this look under $20. I'm going to start off with contouring, and to contour I always love to use my Sonia Kashuk brush. I believe this is still available at Target. It might be in another color, but same deal. Just a brush like this is really nice just to get right in that cheekbone. It's just amazing. But sometimes I want to go for another look and use a smaller brush to get a really chiseled out contour. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'm just going to be using this simple angle blush brush. I got this from Walmart. Nothing fancy. And I'm going to be using NYX powder blush in the shade Taupe. And this is really great for fair skin gals, not orange or bronze at all. So I really like to use the point of this and then also squeeze it to make it really thin. So you'll be seeing me using those techniques. So just get started. I'm gonna zoom in here. So I usually like to start off, you see this little kind of triangle where my hairline meets my ear, and you see this little line that I have right here. It actually kind of goes all the way down. You might not be able to see it in this lighting, but it goes all the way down. So like when I smile, you see it goes all the way down. And then also I have little cheek marks right there. So I kind of want to accentuate the cheek marks and I don't want to accentuate the smile line. So I kind of want to bring it around like this. I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm not going to go towards the corner of the mouth. I'm going to make it kind of round, but I'm not going to bring it all the way over here. I'm just going to make a little impression line. So I'm going to use the tip of that, and I'm going to use just a tiny amount just to start off with, because like I said, my skin is dry right now and I don't want to mess up my foundation. So I'm just using a fairly light hand on this. And I really want to blend it into that hairline, especially if I'm going to be wearing my hair up. Okay, so then I'm just going to take the tip, and like I said, using a tiny amount, and really just making that little impression. Just keep adding really smooth, light-handed layers. And you can see it's getting darker and more noticeable. So we really want to blend that into the skin, make sure that it looks as natural as possible. We want all of our lines to be rounded, no straight lines. So you can see it kind of looks like, almost like there's a corner there. I'm kind of going to fill that in a little bit so it doesn't look so odd. And contouring and highlighting is all about just impressions. We're not literally drawing a line there. We're really softly blending it in to trick the eye. And we really want to blend that in because we want this to look like a shadow. This is showing up a lot more on camera than it is in person. In person, I can't really even see it, so yeah, it's definitely showing up a lot more on camera, but I really like that C shape for my face. You can see it really just looks like I have that nice cheekbone. I'm not going to do both sides in this video because it'll just take forever and I really want you guys to see the difference. Now I'm also going to lightly shade my jaw and bring that down a little bit onto my neck just to conceal the little double chin. You can really tell a difference between the two. I'm going to be contouring my nose. I'm going to take a really small brush and just lightly tap off the excess. Now I'm not going to bring any product up here. I'm going to be keeping it on the bottom half. So you really just kind of want to pat this on because the nose can get especially dry and flake off and all that jazz. So I'm really focusing this right here. You can already see that that side looks slimmer. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I don't want to accentuate what I already have. I want to trick the eye and create an illusion. So I want to put shadows in the places where there are none. And you really want to use a light hand on the nose because that is the pretty much most obvious area if you do contour there. And I'm just putting a little bit on the side. See, like this line here, I'm going right in the middle there. So you can see that where my nose is already thin, I'm just kind of extending that. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit in that same spot on the other side. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here, here. And if you want to make this even slimmer, do so. This brush smells weird for whatever reason right now. I'm also going to deepen up this area. I'll zoom out so that you can see that it looks natural from the sides. It just really makes my nose look thinner, which I like. I mean, I don't hate my nose, just sometimes I like to change up my look a little bit. Cleaning off my septum. There's powder all over it. Now I move on to blush. I like to use my Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm using NYX powder blush in Peach. So I just lightly tap that in. And I just kind of feather it on top of where I place the contour. I don't want to bring it up too high under the eye. I don't want to bring it too far in. And I'm really just warming up the cheek using a ton. And it is looking a lot more intense on the camera because of the lighting. It's the only place that I really put blush. And now I'm moving on to highlight. For the highlight, this is my favorite highlight as well. This is the Maybelline Single Eyeshadow in Vanilla. And it is just a white, shimmery eyeshadow. It's my favorite. I'm using the Sigma Large Angled Contour F40. And I really like to pack on the highlight. So I place my highlight right here. You can put your highlight wherever you want. I don't really like to put it on my cheeks where I have a ton of pores, and I don't really like to put it under my eye. So I really just like to put it on the cheekbone. You can bring it down onto the blush a little bit. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, but you can really see that glow and that sheen. I like to put shimmery products on my nose or under here. Cornstarch, because if you don't blend it in a ton, it stays a tiny bit white and it just kind of brightens your skin. So I'm just using a tiny bit of cornstarch under here to make it lighter. And then also a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose. And then I just kind of blend that in with my finger. Sometimes, not all the time, but I think I'll do it today. I just take my pinky finger in that highlight shade and just put a tiny bit on my Cupid's bow. I think it looks cute. Without any contour, blush, or highlight. And here's with. Just looks so pretty. I love it so much. And it looks fairly natural, actually. It just looks like you have this glow from within. It's not too like bam, too dewy or shiny. The highlight isn't orange, it isn't a sharp line. The blush isn't too dark or too bright. So I am in love. And you can see that this side of my face just looks a little bit slimmer. So that is basically it. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I love you guys and I will see you guys later. Bye!